Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pens.
Last time talked about that Boston series, and they ended up splitting it 1-1.
Damn.
I don't hate it. You'd like to see him take 2 or at least get 3 points, maybe take a game to overtime.
But what about that New Jersey series that you said New Jersey sucks?
New Jersey does suck. We got a lot of injuries right now, and it's hurting. It was very apparent today.
You were pretty optimistic on the Pens last week.
I'm less optimistic
really
now. It's a roller coaster.
They went what? 2-3 this week?
Yeah. 1, 2, and 3.
Split Boston, lost 2 out of 3 to New Jersey.
Lost 1 out of 2, or 1 out of 3. No. Yeah, lost 2 to New Jersey. Today's game went to overtime, so at least they got a point. They got 3 points out of it, so that's not horrible. That's actually pretty good, especially since you're not competing with a playoff spot for New Jersey because they're way out of it. So you'll take those 3 points in the division.
You can't lose that game. You got to win those.
You do.
You got to win that series.
There's a lot of injuries, which, like I talked about last time, the schedule for Pittsburgh looks pretty great. But now with the injuries, it's going to be tough. Malkin out long-term, week to week. He could be out for most of the season.
That's good if he comes back for the playoffs.
He'll be back for the playoffs.
He can be rested.
I don't get the feeling that it was that long-term. So he'll definitely be back.
With these older guys, it's not a bad thing.
They got, and this, I feel like all these injuries. So you got Malkin out, Teddy Bluger out, Zucker's been out for a while. Their top 6 is depleted. Who else is out? Tanev's out. So this exposed Pittsburgh's problem. Completely healthy. They're looking really good. Their top 6 is solid. They're getting above average goaltending. Their defense looks good. Their fourth line is trash. It's trash.
It's got to be next guy up.
You could get rid of everyone on your fourth line and it wouldn't make a difference. So when you have these injuries, it exposes a bigger issue of depth where now Malkin's out, Tanev's out, Bluger's out. You have nobody down the middle and you have nobody that can score goals because you got.
Let's be optimistic. Let's give these guys a chance. Now they get to play.
They've had their chance. Better. So trade deadline coming up.
Man is done. He's done.
The chance is gone. Jankowski, who they brought in to be their third line center, and during the course of the season, he's moved down to the fourth line center, is garbage. They gave him his shot. He's no good. He's got 2 goals all year. It's unacceptable.
You're so quick to write people off.
They're not bad, but here's the thing, though. They're actually not horrible players. 2-way players, they're good. They're good defensively. They're not making bad errors that's costing the team, but they can't score. No one on the fourth line is scoring goals. And when you have depth issues, here's where it's an issue. If you have injuries and in the playoffs. In the playoffs, you need a fourth line that can contribute because you're going to have 1-goal games, 1-0, 2-0, and you need goals from your lineup sporadically. And when you got injuries like Malkin's out and you got to bump your centers up, we saw today against New Jersey. No one can score but the Crosby line.
Back's against the wall. I mean, you got to make an adjustment. You got to get better.
But that kind of changes this easy schedule we have because now with the injuries, a schedule that looked easy, you already saw who struggled against New Jersey. You have Buffalo, which is I still feel good about because Buffalo's like 4 fourth lines. They're all garbage. So you can still beat Buffalo with this depleted lineup. You should take both those games. The only reason Buffalo scares me is because they lost so much. You feel like they got to win a game eventually. Hopefully it's not against Pittsburgh. Then you got the Islanders. The Islanders are tough. They've had good games against Pittsburgh, a lot of overtimes. And then I believe you have Boston again. With this lineup, I don't think you beat Boston. So this lineup that I felt good about last week, the schedule doesn't look so good anymore.
Week by week. Let's see. Maybe these guys can get some time, improve.
No, get rid of them. Trade them. Trade deadline's coming up. So we got the NFL draft in April, NHL trade deadline. We need a fourth line. Dump the fourth line, the whole fourth line. I don't see any of them in the lineup anymore. Sam Lafferty, Jankowski, Colton Sevier, or however you say his name, who's done nothing all year. Get him out.
Pressure's on. Prove Joe wrong.
prove Joe wrong. They won't.
Have a good week. And
They
let's
won't.
bring this up next week.
Crosby will have a good week. Crosby's lines look fantastic. And it's a shame Malkin got hurt because before he went out, that line looked fantastic.
Yeah.
So when the Penguins are healthy, they're very good. But who knows what we're going to get now.